to a new segment lovingly called You're Doing It Wrong. In this series, like a close friend or relative that has no filter, we're going to tell you all the things you're doing wrong and how to fix them. This week, we're talking about marketing. Why aren't your books selling? Because you're doing it wrong. Let's find out why. Your book is not for everyone. If you think that, you're doing it wrong. Once you know what your book is going to be about, you need to figure out who is the person that is going to benefit most from this book. Who is the person whose life will be improved by reading your WWE history chronicle of the fashions inside the ring? Once you know what your book is going to be about and you know the person who's going to be better off after reading it, do some research. Take the time to figure out where those people hang out. Where are they going online? Where are they getting their other news about Ric Flair? What social media platforms are they active on? Do your research to find those people and connect with them so that when your book is ready, you know how to market to them and where to go to share the news about your book. When you're doing your research, another thing you want to look into is what other books have already been published that are similar to yours. So by looking at these, when you find them, be sure to look at the reviews as well. So the reviews can be a goldmine of information where your target audience is literally saying what they like and don't like about the books that already exist, so you can find any gaps in the market and make sure that you can fill those and position your book correctly. If you're not sure where your book fits or how to position your book in the market, then check out our video on how to position your book in the market to get really clear on who you're marketing to and how to reach them. If you think self-publishing means going it alone, you're doing it wrong. So the most successful books that we've seen published, either traditionally or independently, all have a good team behind them. So as you're planning out your book, or if you're thinking of why your book's not selling or how to market it, think about the professional services that you might need to create the best book possible. And this doesn't have to be a massive budget, but while you're doing your research, you can get a good idea of the ranges of different services you might need and contact those people. This is also a really good time to think about what is worth your time and what is worth your money. So what I mean by that is you may love learning about formatting and typesetting, and you may really enjoy that process and that part of publishing. You may hate doing stuff on social media or trying to run social ads. So maybe you pay somebody for that while you figure out the other pieces, but it's really important that you give yourself the time to work through these things and make the best book possible. Editors, formatters, and cover designers are all good candidates of people you may want on your team, but if you're not sure how to get started, check out our video on building your publishing dream team. If you come up to me during an event with your already published book in hand and ask me how to market it, you're doing it wrong. One way to avoid this is by deciding on your launch date and then creating a work-back plan so you can hit milestones and stay on track. So what I mean by a work-back plan is just deciding, hey, I want to launch my book on July 1st, and maybe it's January 1st. So starting from July 1st, going back through the process to say, here's when I need to have my final cover file ready, here's when I need to have my interior file ready, here's when I need to tell my friends and fans that the book is going to be available. All of those things that go into a really good marketing plan, you can have laid out so you can stay on track. A little pro tip here, as soon as you have identified your target audience, start telling them about it. So you don't have to be spammy or overwhelming, but writing and telling them, hey, I'm working on this project, and letting them know as it develops and as you progress can be a great way to get people engaged in the process. Another tip here that we see a lot of authors do is sharing your cover designs when you get to that step. So if you have 3 different iterations of a cover, share them on social media and see which ones your fans and friends like the most. So this is a really good way to get engagement and get people involved with the process and excited for your book to come out. Another thing you can do to help with the marketing of your book before you publish is to build your own hype team. So think about friends or family or colleagues that maybe have platforms that they can share your book on. So if they have a podcast or social media platforms or blog, or even if they just like to read books and talk about them, make a list of people who may be able to help you spread the word and ask them if they'd be willing to help when your book comes out. If you think Amazon is the best way to sell your book, got news for you. You're doing it wrong. Whoa, hey, hear me out. I'm not saying don't sell on Amazon, but doesn't it make sense to be everywhere your readers are? And doesn't it make even more sense to have a way to sell your books directly through your own website? Come on, it makes sense, right? Good, I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Because having a way to sell your books directly opens up a new world of opportunities for you and a new world of possibilities. If you sell directly through your own website, you can earn more revenue per sale, get paid instantly, collect reader data, and white label shipping. It's a win-win-win-win. The key here is to make sure that in your marketing plan, you include some methods for going wide and selling direct. Good news! Lulu can help! So you can sell it through our bookstore, you can sell it through Amazon, Ingram, and Barnes & Noble with global distribution, and you can sell directly through your own website with Lulu Direct. If you're doing what we like to call in marketing the spray and pray method, you're doing it wrong. Don't spend all of your money and time on email marketing and social media ads and then never review the data. Every channel of communication you use to reach your readers and your audience is going to have some sort of metrics that you can review. So be sure to take the time on a regular basis and look and see how your ads, your emails, and your website traffic is performing. Regardless of what you're doing, whether it's podcast interviews, canvassing your neighborhood, or selling things through Facebook ads, social media, or your own website, make a date on your calendar where you're going to regularly review that and see what's working and what isn't so you can fine-tune your marketing strategy. Don't be afraid to try new things, but get in the habit of reviewing the data that's available to you so you can better understand your audience and market smarter. And there you have it. Those are all the things you're doing wrong with your marketing plan. I'm glad we had this talk. Now, go forth and do right. Let us know how you really feel in the comments below. And if you want more brutal honesty, hit like, hit subscribe. And we'll see you next time.